Hi friends, in this session I am going to show Auth to Webflux. So Spring Security provides Webflux and Auth to integration for React to applications. So in this demo I am going to show how to use Auth to login for my web application, my React to application. So I am going to use Facebook as my Auth provider. So this is my application. It has some endpoints like if I go to router, employee router, it will be having employee, get employee to get the employee details, for post, for inserting new data, to delete existing record, delete endpoint, to update existing IDs, we have put endpoint. Similarly, I have a demo endpoint and test endpoint. So currently I have not used any Spring Security. If I run my application, if I hit any endpoint, I should be able to retrieve the details. So I have started my application. So the application is started. Let's go to browser and hit the endpoint. So if I hit localhost / employee, I was able to retrieve the details. So now I am going to stop my server and I am going to add Auth related dependencies. So right click on the project and add, go to Maven and click on add dependencies. So I am going to add Spring Security config dependencies, and I am going to add Auth to client dependency. So Maven add dependency, Auth to client dependency, Spring Security -Auth to -client. Similarly, I am going to add Spring Security -Auth to -JOS. Auth to -JOS. So these three dependencies are added to my pom.xml. If I open pom.xml, these three dependencies are added. So let's save and restart the server. See, as I have added these security dependencies, Spring will force me to log in to the Auth login page. So if I go and hit the endpoint, so it is asking me to log in with the default credentials. We have not configured with any Auth provider. So this is the default login page provided by Spring. So we have a default password created for the user ID, account user. So I am going to use that to log in. So user, and I am giving password whatever the Spring is generated for me. So with that, it should be able to log in and able to provide the details for us. So now I will show how to get client ID and client secret from Facebook and authenticate our application with the Facebook login page. So I am going to stop the server. So I am going to Facebook login page and trying to create a client ID and client secret. In case of in the Facebook, it will be like app ID and app secret. So I am going to log into developers.facebook.com. This is where we will be creating our developer IDs. So I need to log into that. If you are logging first time, it will ask you to authenticate with your mobile number. So I have already logged in, so it's not asking me. So I have logged in. So go to my apps. So here we are going to create new app. So click on create app and give the name. So here I am using test Auth 2 and create the app ID. It's asking you are not robot. Click submit. Once submitted, it will take me to the created new app dashboard. Go to settings, basic. So this is your app ID and this is app secret. So it's same as client ID and client secret. So copy that because we need this in the application. So I'm going to add the category. This is for my education purpose. So I'm giving education and having saved. we need to give it to the redirect URL. Once it is logged in and authenticated, it has to come back to our application, right? So we have to give that redirect URL. So go to products, click on products, click on Facebook login, set. Go to settings. So here validate WAUth redirect URL. So once the application is logged in and authenticated, where it has to come back, give the redirect URL as http:/. I am running on 8080, so I am giving localhost 8080. If you are running on different port, give that port. /login/auth/code/Facebook. Here registration ID is Facebook, so give that and save. Now come to the application, open application.aml and add these details. Application.aml. So we are going to add this client ID and client secret. Spring security dot registration. After registration, we have to add the registration ID. In case of GitHub, it is GitHub. In case of Facebook, it is Facebook. Google. Whatever the provider you are using, WAUth to provider, we have to give that ID. Facebook dot client ID. So just come here and take the client ID from basic. So here it is app ID. Similarly, I need to use a client secret also. Spring dot security dot Facebook dot client secret. So get from the, I'm just created this for demo purpose. Once the demo is done, I'll delete this. So please don't use these things in your application. You try to create a new client ID and client secret. Save it and restart the server. So I'll start my server. I'll log out here. And I'll clear the browser history, because the token will be active for 10 minutes. So I have cleared the settings. So the application is started. So let's hit the same endpoint, localhost 8080 employee. So now it is forcing us to go to the Facebook login page. Before we got the default WAUth login page, which is created by Spring. Now it is, we have used the provider as Facebook, so it's forcing us to take to Facebook. So I'm going to log in. So it's asking us to continue, and this is the name I have given for my application. Once you say continue, it is coming here and giving the details. Wherever endpoint we have hit, it come back to our application and retrieving the detail. If you want to get those WAUth to client related credentials, we should be able to get. We have a class called WAUth to authorized client. Using that, we should be able to get authorization client detail. And if you want to get the WAUth to user details, we have a WAUth to user. With that, we should be able to get those details. So I'm going to add 2 endpoints to retrieve those details. So I'm going to add REST controller. So public object get WAUth to client credentials, WAUth to client detail. It's a get mapping at the red get mapping I'm giving the endpoint as /client. And to get what to authorize client detail, we need annotation called @registered what to authorize client. This annotation will get those details to this object. Once when you authorize the application with what to provider, it will load those details to the this object. So I need to use that annotation, registered what to authorize client. This will resolve this object and get it to you, and I'm going to return that client. Similarly, if I want to get the details of authorized user, I can use what to user. So get mapping /user public object get user what to user. To get this auth to user details, we have to use authorization principal, @authorization principal. So when you log in this application with auth to login, it will get those details to this auth to user. So authorization principal. So this auth to user will be having the user credentials with the auth to provide whatever the details we have provided in our application in the auth login. Like example, if I'm logged in with Facebook, I'll be having different details. If I'm logging with GitHub, I will be having different details. It's based on our auth to provider. If you are already logged into the application, this will load the details. If you are not logged into the application, it will again take us to the login page to login, and then it will populate the details. So I'll stop the server and I'll restart the application. And I'll clear browser history so that it will force us to log in again. Let's go to Eclipse and check. So the application is started. So I'm going to hit localhost 8080/client. It should get auth authorized client details. Because I have not logged in, I have cleared the details. It will ask us to go to the login page and log in with the Facebook. So it is logged in, and we got our principal name, the token related details like what is the token value, when it is expired, when it is issued, what is the token type, it is barrier, and what is the scope. The scope is email and public profile, and what is the authorization endpoint, what is the token URL, and from where we will get the user details. By default, JWT set URI is null, and client name is Facebook. And it gives the client ID, client secret, and the registration ID. Registration ID here is Facebook. If I hit the endpoint one more time, we have already logged in. So if I hit again, it will automatically get the details because it's the token will be active for 10 minutes. If I want to get the user details, I can click localhost/user. It gives me my user. What is the type of authority I have? Role_user is my authority. What is my name? What is my email address? What are the attributes? Same like ID, name, email are there in the user details. So based on the provider, we will be getting the details. If you are with GitHub, you will get some other attributes. If you are with Facebook, we will get these details. So again, if I hit my endpoint, we have already the token is active, so it will not ask us to go to the login page again. It will get the details. Thank you friends. Please subscribe to my channel.